Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good one. If you find this video useful, remember to like, share, comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I worked really hard to put this video together for you guys. So anyways, we're going to get straight into this. Now, I know I might be a little behind as far as everything going on with the Fallout 76 beta, but between trying to work and manage my home life and everything, I'm still trying, I do my best to make videos for you guys as often as possible, so please bear with me, especially when it comes to these gameplay videos. I work really hard, especially when I get these when I try to get gameplay to put together for you guys for these videos. So anyways, first things first, this is just going to be a it's not going to be a full in-depth what I think of the beta or what I think of the game yet. This is just a first impressions of the beta kind of video. I'm going to give you guys some just little bit of a brief about myself as far as how I got into Fallout, and then just a little bit about what I think so far. So I haven't always been a Fallout fan. My girlfriend, before we got together, always talked to me about Fallout and whatnot. She's always been a religious Fallout player, and she actually is the reason I'm in the Fallout in the first place. Once I really started playing Fallout 4 and I got really invested in the game, I felt it was missing something, and a lot of people disagree. I see where a lot of people, from my experiences already playing Fallout 4, I can see where people were worried about the game, and those who were truly like invested into the whole RPG aspect as far as making decisions and interacting with NPCs and other characters in the game. I see where you feel the game might lack due to those things missing, but where those things lack, I feel the game makes up. So far, it's honestly, there's so much to do. We only got the first day I played, we only got to play for like 45 minutes because it was on my lunch, and then the second time was on another day on my lunch. On the second day was on my lunch again, and I got to spend basically the full hour on that time. And then today was yesterday was actually the second to last day of the beta, the second to last session. I got to spend at least a good 2.5 hours on it. So I've spent roughly about 5 hours on the beta. Me and the girlfriend were actually playing together, and that was the biggest thing for me. Was I was only gonna get this game if I could convince her that she was gonna be able to play this game. She had a lot of doubts about the game, just like most of you true Fallout fans out there and religious Fallout fans that have, some people think that this is a bad thing, some people think this is a good thing. I'm one of those people that falls in the category that I think this is a good thing for the franchise. I've seen a lot of bad reviews, and I've seen a lot of bad things about the game, but I feel like a lot of people haven't given it a chance, or haven't been open-minded enough. Given I am speaking with the whole concept and idea that I've seen people have put, or at least poured in, over 6 hours plus into the game. But from what I have seen and what I've experienced while playing so far is, number one, the game, a lot of people say the game feels lonely. Well, obviously I was playing with someone, I was playing with my girlfriend. It didn't feel lonely at all. But I will say, in the gameplay you're seeing in the background, you might see that we run into a few different people. We actually had somebody follow us, so I ended up just inviting them to our game. And then we ended up interacting with somebody for the first time where they attacked us, and they actually killed me and my girlfriend. And we went back, we took back the little base that we had purchased and whatnot. We took it back and we killed that guy, and got an achievement for kill a killer or something like that. But anyways, the point is, so far what I've seen is everything that I've heard bad about the game so far is everything that I think is good. My favorite thing so far has been being able to play with my girlfriend. Fallout's a game that she really loves and enjoys, and it's something that I want to be able to share with her. And it's something that I really want to do. And I have another really good friend of mine that I actually, we've been talking about this game for quite a while. He's another reason that I got really invested into this. I remember a while back I had mentioned, man, I wish they'd make a Fallout Online, or I wish they'd do something with Fallout multiplayer. And I remember I got so invested, I remember looking stuff up for Fallout and saw how they had once had an idea for a Fallout Online, and they tried doing test servers for multiplayer on Fallout 4. And they ended up just not going through with it and whatnot, just because they felt that's not what people wanted, and it just didn't feel like it was going to work. If you notice in the background gameplay, I did end up having some lag or some something with the server. I don't know if it was just slow and whatnot, but if you notice, that rain just looked terrible that you just saw, and we had that guy floating through the freaking floor. So I'm not gonna sit here and complain about the way the game looks, just because it is a beta, and I understand it being connected to the servers and whatnot. The only true complaints that I've had so far to start this off is the fact that when we were going to try the beta the first week it was available, we didn't get our beta codes till after, about a week after, until they announced that these newer game sessions for the beta was going to occur. So at first I was a little salty about that, because we pre-ordered a game and we were looking forward to playing the beta, and then when we thought we weren't going to be able to, we were both actually really upset about it. But then once they announced there was going to be more sessions, we were like, okay, we're gonna get a chance after all. And that's what we wanted. We wanted a chance, and that's what I really wanted to convince my girlfriend, that things, some things are better changed. And she's had a blast with it. We've both had a blast playing this game. And where, like I said, where sometimes some of the interactions that you might miss from that RPG aspect of the original Fallout games, it's actually, what I've noticed so far is there's plenty to do. There's so much lore. There's so many different things to look at. There's so many different little quests you can do along with the main quest. And I will say, every time I try to stay on track as far as keeping on the main quest, I keep finding myself going on little side quests. There were so many different times where me and her were trying to keep up with each other as far as the main quest goes, that we both ended up just getting sidetracked on side quests. And events. One of my favorite things was also doing the live events. And if you find myself trying to start to ramble, if you find me starting to ramble and kind of get off topic for a second, I kind of tend to do that when I'm talking about stuff like this. But I feel like Fallout 76 is such a great topic that I kind of need to rant. I kind of need to ramble about all these things. So I feel like these are things that you all need to hear. Like I said, I don't want this to turn into a review where I'm sitting there trying to convince you that you should play this game or you should get this game, because I'll be getting that video up later in the week. But I just want to try to give you all my first impressions and everything as far as the game so far. I'm not going to complain about bad. Like I said, I'm not going to complain about the game looking bad or what I thought. I hear people talking about that it looks and feels a lot like Fallout 4 online, just online. And honestly, yeah, it does. It feels a lot like Fallout 4. It looks a lot like Fallout 4. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I wasn't really expecting much from the graphics, really. I wasn't expecting very much of a change. I really wouldn't expect too much. I mean, the game still looked pretty good, other than when I experienced the lag and whatnot. I'm not really too big. I mean, I'm a person that gets impressed with really good graphics, but in a game like this, that's especially it's multiplayer and it's online, I'm more about the gameplay. I'm more about the how the game feels when it plays, or how it plays. So I'm not really going to complain about that or give too many things. Now, if we get the game when it launches and it's still continuously having problems, and maybe I might have some issues with it. But until that happens, I'm not really going to say too much about that. So real quick, I just want to jump out and put in the background. I mentioned earlier that we did run into somebody that actually attacked us and tried to, and ended up killing us, and we went back and killed him. If you pay attention to the background gameplay that's going on right now, you'll see my girlfriend. She's getting attacked right there by this guy. She engages him in a fight. I jump in. We start fighting him. We get him pretty close to dying. We end up pursuing him, but he ends up knocking me out. He knocks her out, and then we'll spawn back in shortly, and we'll come back and get our revenge. So, but anyways, like I said, guys, I don't want to try to rant and ramble too much. It's just, and things like this, I've been watching a lot of reviews because, like I said, I've had a lot of concerns, and I know my girlfriend's had a lot of concerns, and just because she's been such a religious Fallout player from the past, so it makes sense that, a fan of the game is going to have some issues. And I see a lot of people that are really negative about the game. And they're really just, it's not for them. And I understand some games like this, it's just not for you. I get multiplayer is not for everybody. Co-op isn't for everybody. You want to play by yourself sometimes, and I get that. And of course, eventually I heard that Bethesda is going to release some private servers, so you can actually mod those servers. So maybe you'll get a chance to go on those main quests and those side quests that this game has to offer. Because I will say, even playing with someone, and even regardless, I got a few moments to play by myself in between us joining and switching out servers to jump into our games and whatnot. And even when I play by myself, I still, I wasn't bored. There hasn't been a single time yet that I've been bored. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a brand new game, so you're not gonna be bored right away because there's so much to look at and there's so much to do. But I honestly feel like even after a long period of time, it's still not going to be boring. There's so much to look at. There's so much to do. There's so many quests. There's just, I honestly just don't feel like this game is going to be what everyone tries to make it seem like it's going to be. And that's that it's going to either fail or it's going to sink. I have high hopes for this game. Like I said, I did have some concerns, but now I don't. As you can see in the background, I did have some trouble trying to figure out the perk system. I'm not really too entirely sure how that's working. I did get some perk cards going up in some later gameplay. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get that up on this video, but I'll probably have something like that as far as my setup for my perk cards on the next video that I upload for you guys, as far as my full thoughts and opinions on the game, like overall, as far as what I think, if I think the game's going to be successful. So be looking out for that on that video. So anyways, but as you can see in the background, I was just kind of having trouble trying to figure out the whole system. That's one of the big things that I liked about Fallout 4, was being able to max out all your stats, and then all the different perks you could actually acquire and equip throughout levels and whatnot. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out with the actual game once it's a full launch. So anyways, you guys, I think that's going to be it for me for right now. I don't want to say too much more, because then when I actually come back to do the full final thoughts on the video, I want to be able to give you guys my full in-depth, just what I truly honestly think about the game, just completely overall, and do I think it's going to be worth it. As of right now, these were just my thoughts as to what I've experienced so far, what I think of it so far. And I know there's been some updates. I don't know if they're going to update anything else up until the next beta session, which by the time you're watching this will probably be tomorrow. But anyways, you guys, so I'm going to leave you be for right now. Be looking out for another video I have coming up soon. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so be looking out for that video. And so until next time, you guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Remember to like, share, comment below. And if you found anything useful in this video, comment below what you found useful, and and let me know what your experiences with the game are. So anyways, it's been a pleasure, you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And like I said, look out for the next video, because I'm going to have a surprise giveaway that I'm going to be announcing. So catch you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the gameplay. I'm going to continue to let it play out until the very end. So continue watching the gameplay if you choose. If not, you may click off now. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.